Yoga is a study of yourself. So as we move and breathe today, just recognize how your body functions, how it reacts, and any signals that it's sending to you. And the better we get to know our own body, the more likely we are to recognize when we're doing something we shouldn't, or when our body becomes out of balance. So whether that's through mental, our mind gets cluttered, or we get angry or frustrated, we are aware of that. Or if something in our body starts to malfunction, like our knees start to give way, or we have issues internal with our internal organs. So we're more likely to notice those earlier if we're aware of our body. So scan from your bottom of your feet, tops of your feet, the front, back, and sides of your legs, to your knees, to your thighs, your inner thighs, to your pelvis, to your low back, your low belly, your rib cage, your sternum, your collarbones, your shoulders, and all the way to your hands. Feel the back of your neck, the front of your throat, with your eyes closed. Look up to feel what it's like to kind of massage the eyes in your head. So just look up with your eyes closed. And then look down with your eyes closed. Look to the right with your eyes closed. And look to the left. And now bring your eyes back to neutral. And then open your mouth. Make a big ah. And now close your mouth. Rock your head from one shoulder to the other shoulder. And just move very slow and gentle to kind of get it warmed up. If you're feeling a little tense this morning, take it easy. The warmer the body gets, the more easily it is to move. So when you're cold, you gotta take a little bit more time to get warm. All right. Bring yourself back up to neutral, shout, and actively press your feet into the ground. Push your shoulders down your back and press your palms into your thighs. Lift your chin and see if you can just sit a little taller. Inhale, rib cage lifts. Exhale, belly squeezes in. Breathe out through your nose. Inhale. Deep breath filling up. Exhale, squeezing it out. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Now we're going to take our arms out to the side. Spread out all 10 fingers. And then inhale your arms to your chest, your hands to your chest. And then exhale, open the arms wide. And we'll do that a couple of times, bringing the hands to your heart. And then opening it out. Now what you'll notice as you're bringing it in, you feel that you can maybe feel a little concaveness in the chest. And as you open it out, maybe you bring your arms back behind you. Go nice and slow. Just kind of waking up the spine. If it feels good too, you can add in some neck movements, tucking the chin in when your hands come to the heart, lifting the head back slightly as the arms go back. Noticing the articulation of your spine. As the arms go back, you can feel the shoulder blades squeeze towards one another. Again, we're just warming up. If you want to go slower, go slower. If you need to move faster, move faster. Let's do 3 more. And we'll finish with our hands on our heart. Look down in between your feet. So stretching out the back of your neck. Now hold on to your collarbones. You're already right there. So just kind of press your hands into the top part of your chest. And now chin towards chest and rock a little bit side to side. Now we'll do the same thing, but bring your chin to neutral and lift up. So still press your hands into the front. And see if you're going to stretch maybe in the front of your throat, maybe working on stretching out these muscles right here in the front. You can lean your head a little side to side. Notice how by just pushing your hands on your chest, you feel a little deeper stretch. And no way is right or wrong as long as you listen to your body. Come back through center. Relax your hands down by your hips. Take your feet up. Let's point and flex the feet. Relax the shoulders for a second. Just kind of point, spin around your ankles. A little bit of movement in your feet. Good. And now relax the feet back down, bend the knees. Take your left arm up and reach it high. As you reach high, maybe reach slightly forward so it brings the shoulder blade forward. So almost not quite a thunderbolt, lightning bolt, but just so the elbow's in front of your head. And see if you can pull up through the shoulder. And now we'll make a circle with your arms. So sweep a big old circle. If this is hurting your rotator cuff, please be mindful and don't do it. If it feels all right, go slow. Work out the shoulders. Very good. And now let's circle in the other direction. Unwind. Feels a little weird to go the other way. Let's do 2 more circles. And then reach back out in front of you. Now we're going to take that arm down and bring it across and hook it with the right arm. So bend the elbow, lift up your head. Keep your head neutral, or option to look over to the left, towards the left shoulder. And we'll release the right arm. Reach the left arm up again, and then over to the right, or hold the back of your head. Right hand can stay on your right knee or hold on to the side of the chair. See if you can drop the right shoulder down. And we'll come back to neutral, release the left hand to your lap. All right, let's try the right arm. Reach your right arm up. Instead of straight up, reach it slightly forward so the elbow comes in front of your head. and reach out. So lifting the shoulder, spread apart your fingers in the air so it's active, like you're shooting lightning bolts out of your fingertips. Feel the right ribs lift. Right underneath the right rib is your liver. A little fun fact, right? And now let's take some circles with that arm. Again, be mindful if you have any shoulder issues and it doesn't work on this side for you. That's okay. Don't do it. Just hang tight. We'll get to the next pose in just a second. As you're moving your arm, notice any sensations. What do you feel? Air temperature around you. Right, circle in the other direction, unwind. What do you hear other than my voice? Can you hear sounds? Like right now, I can hear birds chirping. It's that time of year where you hear lots of birds out. Maybe you hear some birds in the distance. Maybe you have a washing machine or dryer or dishwasher going, you can hear that. Just be aware of those sounds back there. Let's do 2 more circles. And we'll pause with the arm straight up. And then reach it out. So shoulder and elbow are in line. And then bring the right arm to the left side. Hook it with your left elbow or hold the shoulder with your left hand. Lift your head up so the neck gets long. Option to turn to the right or stay straight ahead with your gaze. Take a couple breaths here. Nice, and let's come back through center. Left hand back to your leg, right arm back up. And leaning to the left. Option to also hold the back of your head. Good, come back through center. Release your hand down. Relax the shoulders. Give a couple kicks out to your feet, bending the knees, like you're swinging on a swing. Again, we're just trying to get the joints nice and warm so that they'll be more inclined to move when we're ready to move. And for you long-legged friends, I'm sorry that your feet are sliding probably on the ground. My feet never touch the floor. I'm so short. All right, now we're going to pause here, feet to the earth, shoulders back. Inhale the arms out to the side and up. Palms touch overhead, and then exhale, palms come down. Now legs lift in front of you. And then legs come down. Here we go, arms up, palms touch, arms come down. Legs extend and lift. Legs come down, arms come up. So we're just matching these. Arms come up on the inhale. We exhale on the arms down. We inhale, extend the feet out in front of you. Point the toes towards your shins. And lower on the exhale. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, the arms come down. See how slow you can go. Inhale, feet up. Exhale, feet down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, straighten the legs in front of you. Exhale, feet down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, feet extend. Exhale, feet lower. Now do a couple rounds using your own rhythm of your breath. Count your inhales and exhales, and Figure out your pattern. Try not to rush it, but make each distinct move. So I definitely would call this mindful movement. If you're not paying attention, you might get confused in what you're doing. Let's do one more. Reach the arms up overhead and then arms together, palms together, and bring it to your heart. Go ahead and close your eyes and just notice if you feel any different after that little bit of movement. And we just rest the muscles for a second. Come back to just breathing freely, naturally. Maybe bring a small smile to your face. Happy to be alive. Happy to hear the birds chirping and the sun in the sky this morning. Right. So we had some requests for some floral folds. So we'll keep our hands in prayer. Just lean forward. So have your shoulders coming down in towards your ribs, the head shooting out forward. Press your feet actively into the ground. This is our thunderbolt shape. And you can feel the extension from the tailbone to the top of your head and making your back nice and long. Now we'll take our hands down to our shin and just fold. Let your hands kind of drape down over your legs. Option to keep your head up or point the top of your head towards the floor. If it doesn't feel good looking down, that is your sign not to do that. I will always remind you that if you feel dizzy, to be very careful because that could be your blood pressure. We don't want you to feel dizzy. Maybe notice where your hip creases are here in this fold. Maybe where you're feeling the back some. And now take 3 breaths here in this fold. Good. Now, as we inhale on that 3rd breath, arms are going to jut out in front of us and then press into the feet. Squeeze your low belly in and reach up. Arms to a nice big V shape in the sky. And now we're going to take the right hand to the left knee, left hand behind you for the twist. And back up, arms to a V in the sky. Left hand to right knee. And back up to the sky. And to the left, right hand to left knee. You get bigger in your twist. You're just going to flow from one side to the other side. You can pause and stay longer. And try to smile when you're moving. I know sometimes that sounds really silly, but if you hate something, just try to smile. Even you probably don't hate this, but the smile actually can just send a little endorphins through your body and make you feel good. Let's do one more on each side. And then arms go up overhead. Like you see, my feet are about hip, a little bit wider, hip distance apart, because we're going to reach out back into a thunderbolt. And then when my arms come down, my belly has a place to go. And then my hands can reach down, relax the shoulders, relax the back of the neck. And we'll take a couple breaths here and rest, recover from that movement. If your hands don't touch the floor, don't worry about it. Hold the shins. Or if you have a pillow that you want to put in front of you, you can always put a pillow there. Get creative. That's part of the fun of being home, is we can use our own props. All right. Now, as we rise up, take your hands to your shins, your knees, and then roll back. As you roll back, press your back into the back of the chair, lift your feet and point them. Point your toes and see if you can feel all the muscles in your legs kind of activate. And then we're going to flutter them. See, like little swimming. This is also a Pilates pose. They do this a lot in Pilates, but boy, is it going to warm you up. Just flutter your feet. All right, relax. Oh. Now we're going to do the arms. We're going to push down, like your hands. Push down, like there's something underneath. You're just going to push, 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 push. It's hard to talk and do it. All right, when you had enough, relax. Now we're going to try to do both at the same time. So I'm going to scoot a little bit closer to the middle of my chair, not to the back. And your feet can stay on the ground and you can flutter like way down here, or you can extend them. So back goes to the back of the chair, but I'm leaning slightly forward so I feel my lower abdominals. We're going to kick the feet and try to push down. So flutter the feet and flutter the hands. I know we look kind of funny. Teach this to your grandchildren, especially if they're acting up. Here, let me teach you this pose. So kicking the legs, moving the hands, feeling, I'm feeling it big time in my lower abdomen. Whew. Okay, take a break if you need it. Keep going if you don't need it. I needed it. Catch your breath. I feel my heart rate just went up. So there's some activity going on there. Let's take a couple more twists. Left elbow, bring it towards your right knee. And then bring it back up. Take your right hand to your hip. We'll do a couple crunches. Even if it doesn't tap, that's okay. You're moving the midsection of your body. Two more. 1 and 2. Relax. Here we go. Right elbow going across to the left knee. And crunch. And back. Gotta get ready for bikini season, ladies. 3 more. 2. Last one. Relax. Take a break, sit nice and tall, press your feet into the ground, relax your shoulders. Breathe in and out of your nose freely. Catch your breath. Good. Now, if your eyes are closed, blink them open, lift up your heels off the ground and stand on your tippy toes. Slide your hands to your knees and come onto your fingertips on your knees. Lift your head up and arch your back. Shoulders down. Don't tilt your head back. Ooh, that didn't feel good. But lift it up so the chin just lifts up as opposed to back. Good. Now lower your heels, lower your hands, and slide into a fold. Rise up. And we'll bring the right knee into the chest. Again, if you want to move the ankle some, you can spin it around. And then open the knee out to the side and windshield wiper it a couple times side to side. And then take the knee to the right. Left knee is pointing forward. And see if you can find just an inner thigh stretch here just by, activating the muscles right there, just by making sure the knee is over the ankle. Sit nice and tall. And then we're going to slide the right hand down the right shin. Left hand can hang onto the hip or just, on the leg. And concentrate your efforts on just kind of feeling it right here on the left side. Roll back your left shoulder. Good, now come back up. Take your right leg and straighten it out so the knee, instead of being bent, is straight. Press your left foot actively into the ground, and then take your right hand to your left knee and twist. Press your right foot into the ground. So this is just a twist. You can also add in the left hand behind you. Now we'll come into gate pose. So right arm's going to come back to the right leg. Left arm comes over your head. Reach all the way over for your nice, beautiful gate. Again, you can hold on to the back of your head. Take a couple breaths here, enjoying the side body stretch. Beautiful. Come back up through center. Now lift up your right toes. So your right heel is on the ground, but your toes are up. So toes up. We're going to do the same stretch, but slightly different because our toes are up. Reach your right hand over your head. Reach back. And use your left hand to hold onto the chair so you don't fall out. And pull back your right toes towards your right hip. Good. Now come back into our warrior stance, arms out to a T. And keep the right toes pointing up. And the right hand's going to go towards your shin or towards your right knee. Reach up through the left arm. Good. Very nice. Now come back out to warrior two and see if you can lift up your right leg. Remember, press into the left foot. Woo, baby. Bring your right foot forward. Bring your hands to your lap. Good job. And let's try the other side. Inhale, we'll move through a vinyasa first. Inhale, arms up through the center. Exhale, hands to knees, cat leg pose. And then forward fold down the legs. Feel the shoulders relax. Inhale, lift up halfway, shoulders back. Then exhale, fold a little deeper. Rest down, rise up, arms come forward. And then arms come down towards your waist. All right. We're going to take the left knee. Bring your left knee in towards your chest. Give it a good squeeze here. Again, you want to move the left foot, you can. And then we'll open the knee out to the left and give it a couple windshield wipers side to side. All right, so now we'll take it over here to the left and plant down the left foot. Right knee points forward. And we'll start with just that gentle sliding down the shin. Right hand to right hip or over your or behind your head. Just slide down. Try to make sure that your sit bones don't come off of the seat of your chair. Are you still breathing? Slide your hands back up. And then we'll straighten out the left knee. Reach up and over your head. Push the left foot into the ground. And now back, arms out to a T. Lift your left toes. And we'll come into that triangle shape. Back out to a T. We'll reverse it. Pull your toes, nails, toes towards your shin. And then we'll bring our arms back out. Lift up your left leg. And bring your left foot forward. Feet close together. Reach up nice and tall. Hands to your knees. Tuck the chin in. Exhale, slide down the front of your legs. Inhale, look up, flat back. Push your head forward. Exhale, fold. Rise all the way up. Lift up your feet on the way. And hands to heart center, lower your feet down. Nice. Take a break here for a second and breathe naturally. Grab a sip of water if you need it, and then meet us behind your chair for our standing postures. Okay. Stand right behind the chair. Fingertips on the top of the chair, shoulders back. See, last week we did lots of mountain poses. So feel your feet anchored to the ground. And then all we're going to do is push our hips forward and just rock back to your heels. So I'm just putting weight into my big toe mounds, into my toes, and pushing back. So I'm just rocking and then leaning back towards the heels. Keep going. I'm just kind of working on where is the center of gravity for you and how it can move. Just coming And hips forward. Do 2 more. And then stand tall, release your hands from the chair. Now inhale the arms from this front up. Now exhale the arms down to the chair. And step back right foot, step back left foot, downward facing dog. Push the feet into the ground. And see if you can hug your shoulder blades in towards your low ribs. Your gaze can be under the chair, straight down, or in between your feet. And if you want to get cray-cray, you can look underneath here and try to look for where your belly button is. That's going to stretch out the back of your neck. It may be too much for some of you. Slight bend in the knees. Don't lock out the joints. And just take a couple breaths here, stretching everything out. All right, now we're going to rise up into our high push-up, high plank. Lift the heels, hips come forward, head lift, shoulders push down into the wrist. Belly's in. Exhale, we push it back, heels lower, spine straightens out. So you can feel a little deeper in the hamstrings. We're going to do a flow of this about 5 times, making it 6. So inhale, we rise up on the flow. That's like the tide coming into shore. And then the exhale, the heels lower, straight. Inhale, we lift up. Big breath in through the nose. Hips can push forward. Exhale, lower the heels. Push back. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, push back. Last one. Inhale, rise up, high plank, shoulders down, heads lifted, hips forward. And downward facing dog. Walk your feet in like 2 inches. Just come a little closer to your chair. Bend your right knee a lot. And then look underneath your left arm, like a little peekaboo. And we'll try the other side. Bend your left knee, look under your right arm. And we'll do that again. Right knee bends, look under your left arm. Right leg straightens, left knee bends. Look under your right arm. Ooh, that feels good. At least it does to me. And now back through center. Now bend both knees and come into a little squat. How are you breathing? All right, we're going to push into the feet and then straighten the legs. Downward facing dog. 2 more of those. Bend into the knees, squat, sit low. Straighten the knees, push the hips back. 1 more, bend the knees, a little turbo dog, they call these. And straighten the legs, push back. Awesome. Lift up the chest nice and slow. Walk forward. Close your eyes if you like. We're going to practice some balance now. So just close your eyes. Feel your feet, feel your bones stacking on bones. And slow down your rhythm of your breath. All right, so flutter open your eyes. We're going to take the right foot and lift it up towards the chair. Then we're going to take the right foot and bring it across and behind you. And so your right foot's just going to go around. Now bend into your knees and squat. Option is to take the arms off of the chair. And then bring the hands back to the chair, unwrap your legs, shake it out. We'll do the other side. Right foot stays grounded, left knee rises. We'll take that foot behind, scissor legs, bend the knees, and then see if you can balance. And bring the hands back to the chair, unwrap the left foot, stand nice and tall again. Now we're going to do the opposite. Right knee rises and take it in front of the left foot, so squeezing into eagle pose. You can even wrap your feet around. Mine are too short to do that, but some of you might be able to. Or just keep your right big toe on the ground. Drop the hips to keep the spine straight. Option to take your arms off of the chair as you sit into this imaginary chair. Legs hugging in, belly sucking in. Can we breathe? Awesome. Release, straighten the legs, shake it out. Let's try the other side. Left knee rises. Cross it over the right, so in front. Intertwine the legs, hug your inner thighs together. Bend the knees, drop down the hips. Gaze straight ahead for your focus. Steady your breathing. Find some balance. And relax. Shake out. Now we're going to take our feet to the sides. So mine is a little wider than hip distance, so it's a mat distance for me. So basically you want your toes pointing out to the side of the ribs. Now we're going to hold onto the seat of the chair and bend the knees, dropping into our goddess pose. So it just looks like this. If you want to go wider and it feels okay, go wider. Just drop down the tailbone, shoulders stay over hips, and then we'll straighten the legs and reach out. And draw it back down into it. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. One more. Exhale. We'll hold this one. Belly in. Whew, that's hard to keep the belly in. It just wants to fold forward. Try to keep the shoulders back. Push into the feet. Option is to lift up a heel. Try playing with a little bit of heel toe here. Woo. Good. And when you're ready, straighten your legs. Option is to go into a wide-legged fold. I know your chair's in the front of you, so you may want to move your chair. And you can go into a wide-legged fold, even touch the ground, bend the knees, whatever feels good to you, or hold on to the chair. You might have to step back some and go into that wide-legged fold here. All right, when you're ready, we rise back up, toe heel the feet in together. Still behind the chair. And we're going to bend the right knee behind you. Kick it back and straighten your torso in front of you. And then bring that knee back up. And then send it back out. In and out. You can get as big as you want. Let's do two more. And then lower the right foot down. Stand tall, nice neutral spine. Let's Do the other side. Hands back to the chair. Bend the left knee. Then we'll kick it back behind you. And bring it in. Kick it out. If this is too much, just stay and hold it. You don't have to move so fast. Two more. So last big push until we get back to our seats. And lower down. Stand nice and tall. Firmly planted your feet into the ground. Shoulders relaxed, heads up. Catch your breath. All right. Now let's make our way back to our seat or to the ground. If you want to come onto the floor, you can. Now we're going to straighten out your right leg. So left knee is going to remain bent. Right leg straight in front of you. We're going to come into a fold. So slide your right hand down your right leg. If you're on the ground, the only difference would be maybe your left foot would be, you would have your left foot on your right leg. You just slide down. Now keeping your right hand on your right leg, turn your torso open to the left and extend your left arm out. And now bring your left hand back down. And slowly rise up. As you do that, lift the right leg, bend the right knee, give it a squeeze, and then lower it back to the ground. Let's straighten out the left leg in front of you. All 5 of your left toes are pointing to the ground, shoulders down. Hinge at your waistline and fold. Take a couple breaths here, finding the deep stretch in the legs. Now keeping your left hand somewhere near your left leg, reach your right arm up for the twist. This is an open twist. And bring your right hand down, rise up, extend the left leg, and then bring it back in, give it a squeeze, and lower it down. Stomp your feet, and a little wake-up call. This kind of is good for neuropathy. Anybody with diabetes that you know, you might want to tell them this is good for them. Plus, it kind of feels good to stomp your feet like your kid throwing a temper tantrum. Good. Now sit nice and tall again. Press your feet into the ground. Feel the vibrations of just that pounding into the floor. Inhale, sweep the arms up. And all the way back over your head. Cactus your arms, lift your chest. Lift up the corners of your lips. Bring your elbows together. And then bow down. Fingers point to the floor. See if you can go in between your legs. And maybe notice your shoulder blades here. Now lift up halfway, point your head forward, and then fold again. Now as you rise up, push the feet into the ground, sweep the arms out. You can bring them apart now and all the way back up. And then exhale the arms by the side. Hold onto the sides of the chairs or the seat of the chair. Straighten out your legs. Roll back your neck so the neck doesn't fall back, but it kind of lengthens out your spine. Press your feet into the ground. Get nice and long. And then relax. Maybe you want to just bend the knees so you don't slide out of your chair. And get comfortable for Shavasana. This is the moment where you get to sit still. Maybe invite some gratitude for your body and all the physical work it just did, which is pretty amazing. Be thankful for your beating heart. Be thankful for air in your breath. Be thankful for the ancestors that came before us. And be thankful for the friends we get to share our time with. Sit and relax for just a few minutes, finding your own inner peace. You are a wise, wondrous, powerful spirit. You radiate beauty and light. Embrace your beautiful soul and know that you are perfect just the way you are. Have faith in yourself, for you have the ability to manifest great things in your life. You just put your heart and your soul and mind into it. Live your life with an intention, a compassionate heart, and with a purpose. Now become aware of the state we're in, the room you're in. Take a couple intentional deep cleansing breaths. You can even make the audible breath a sound of a sigh. Do that a couple times. Inhale and sigh it out. One more. Inhale and exhale. And make small movements, whatever feels like it needs to move first, your fingers, your toes, your neck, your shoulders. And when you're ready, you can stretch out nice and big and arms up above you or out to the side. And we'll bring our hands together at Anjali Mudra. Press your palms in towards one another. And I thank each of you for practicing with us this morning. May your day be full of happiness and of light. Be well. Thank you. Namaste.
Namaste.